it happens to me sometimes where I'll get into a space where things, they look darker, but I think more accurately, I feel like a version of myself from long, long ago. And so it comes to visit once in a while, and it's usually triggered by something that's happened, maybe that was traumatic or that was
upsetting,
familiar from trauma earlier in my life. But when it comes to visit, this is what's interesting, and that's why when you're speaking, I thought of this. Because I did like every day I wake up dedicating my life to hopefully being better and changing. And that's where I wake up with that intention, and throughout the day check in with myself. So when it comes back, it's almost like a foreign visitor, an unwanted one, by the way. And so I don't take it seriously. I don't give it a lot of time. I don't. I mean, yes, okay, fair enough. But I feel like I'm able to say, okay, you can tag along for a little bit of the day, and then you're leaving. And I know it's not real, and I think that's the point. I never take it seriously, but it is still something that and I think that's the practice of spirituality.
Exactly, and that's what leads me to this understanding is that there is a lot. You
never are like that though. It's a little bit annoying.
What?
You don't have that like.
No, we all do. It's not true. Things that worry us. I mean, hopefully it's fewer things than most, but of course there are things that are the cause of worry or some pessimism, or of course. Mm-hmm. Right, but the work of life is how do you diminish those or ultimately have them maybe not even exist in our lives. But I think the first step has to be clarity on the fact that I and you and every one of our listeners has this beautiful, perfect part. And all the self-sabotaging ideas, all the actions that follow in that way are not coming from us. And the reason that's so important is because when you read the science on self-sabotage, one of the root causes is that you can call it low self-esteem or a thought that I don't deserve. That's the work of what you can call the negative inclination. That is not you. If you are connected to you, which you can be at any given moment, it's a decision in our mind, you are perfect, you are powerful, you are strong, you have no negative desires, you have no possibility of doing negative action, except when you allow this other force to be the either the driving force or allowing them to make some decisions.
Do you think it's interesting though? I think in order for you to be able to recognize that's not you, you have to be connected to a sense of purpose every day. If not, how do you actually remember to awake that that's not you? Well, then what is you, right? It's where you're putting the truest parts of yourself.